hi, I'm a lesbian, or at least I think I'm a lesbian. Yes, but I'm the biggest, let's be real. This is just to prove. Wipe your face. Come on here and have a good time. Oh yeah. Oh, they saw my tum-tum! The moon landing didn't happen. Oh, the moon landing? That didn't happen. I promise it didn't. I would bet like all of my money. Oh, sorry, I've heard it. But I can't blame everything on my size because not everything is my size's fault. Guys, I wish I was joking when I tell you this, but the freaking CT scan weight limit was my exact weight. Here's Amberlynn in the wild.
Would you get out of here?
Here's Amberlynn in the wild.
Hey ghouls, how you doing? Our ghoul is looking down and to the left on the thumbnail of this video, so it ought to be good.
Hey guys, welcome to a new vlog. So today I have an appointment to get a CT scan. So I want to explain kind of what's been happening, but I feel like I need to do just a real quick backstory of when I was diagnosed with uterine cancer.
This whole video gives me weird vibes. Like she is all dressed up and has makeup on to tell us about her horrible health and what could be wrong with it. And ghoul, we all remember that horrible cancer story and how it was not your rock bottom and actually it didn't change anything for you.
So I get asked a lot, like, what was my biggest symptom of that? It was the fact that I bled for over 2 years. I never went to a gyno because I did go to the ER a couple times. I did see an actual doctor a couple times. And every single time I'd go, they would say, yeah, this isn't normal, but people your size have really weird and irregular periods. And I was diagnosed with a UTI multiple times. So all of that fed into my delusion, and it made it to where like the fear of going to a gynecologist was a lot stronger than me actually going.
Yes, ghoul, sprinkle that little blaming the doctors in there for you, ignoring freaking bleeding for 2 years. 2 whole years. She will never take accountability for anything. It is amazing. She always says advocate for yourself, and she mentioned how she corrected some of the doctors on some of her diagnosis, LOL, but for this, she is blaming them.
Long story short, I did have uterine cancer. I ended up getting a full hysterectomy, so I no longer have a menstrual cycle, so I don't bleed from down yonder. So if I ever notice blood from down yonder, something is wrong.
Just for clarification, her hysterectomy was in 2020, and this is 4 years later.
It was a little over 2 weeks ago. I went pee and I noticed there was blood in my pee. This is very hard for me to talk about. I have cried a lot about this whole thing because I am scared. So after I calmed down a little bit, I realized, okay, you know what? This could be just a UTI. I ended up talking to my closest friends who have had UTIs, and I was like, what were you guys' symptoms? Like, I was scared, obviously.
The fact that she has so many UTIs and so frequently is a whole other topic. But ghoul, why were you even trying to call people instead of a freaking doctor? Like, who does that? Especially after having uterine cancer. She is so irresponsible. It is unbelievable how much she plays with her life. And those are the same friends she mentioned that told her bleeding for 2 years is normal because they are also obese and it happens.
And of course I went onto the Google, and everywhere and everyone was like, yeah, you know, a little bit of blood in your urine, totally normal for a UTI. But like, I was having no other symptoms. Like, I had no pain, nothing. So I immediately knew, okay, I need to go to a doctor. Let's get this tested. Let's get put on some antibiotics, get this figured out.
This bee really went on Google and self-diagnosed and said time to call a doctor to get that antibiotic. Like, when will she stop being so stupid? There is a difference between being optimistic and being straight up delusional.
So I called around to a couple doctors, and one of them was like, we don't have an appointment open until next year. Long story short, every doctor that I called, they're like, yeah, you can be seen in a couple months from now. Like, there was none that was like urgent, and this felt urgent to me. I am a woman that has blood in her pee after having uterine cancer and a full hysterectomy 4 years ago. Like, that felt urgent to me.
LOL, that felt urgent to you that you self-diagnosed it to be a UTI.
Since I wasn't able to make a doctor's appointment, I did go to immediate care. They took my urine sample and I had no bacteria in it. I have no UTI. It shows no signs of anything. So I explained to them, I did move to Oklahoma in October. I have not gotten a doctor yet. I did not make that a priority for myself, and I should have. I understand that.
What do you understand? You are so careless, and that's why nobody will be sad for you nor feel sorry for you when shit like this happens. She has like 20 health issues and she ignores it thinking it will just go away. Her priority was going to bingo with mom and develop a drinking problem to look cool on the internet.
So immediate care gave me a card for a doctor that probably would be willing to see me soon. So I was like, okay. So I ended up going home, calling, make an appointment, and I did see that doctor. I took another urine test, and again, it came back with no bacteria, and that's when the topic of cancer came up. And the only way for them to see if it is cancer is if I get a CT scan, which is what I'm going to do today. Obviously, there's also a chance that it's literally just kidney stones. I have had kidney stones in the past, but normally when I've had kidney stones, I did have pain. So the doctor did tell me, I'm gonna put you on some antibiotics because you could have an infection that our urine test just is not picking up. So that is the reason why I'm on antibiotics.
Flashback to you are healthy, you are just a beast lol. Also, she has never had an MRI because she can't fit in the machine, and instead of changing her life and setting a goal of fitting in that freaking machine, she is out here chocking on potatoes in seafood boils.
I'm terrified to say the least. I have broke down a lot because of this, and I actively feel myself disassociating. Right now I just feel numb. I feel completely numb, and I know that if I wasn't in this like numb space, then I would be bawling my eyes out right now.
So, go and bawl your eyes out for what you have done to your body, instead of putting eyeliner and a choker for a CT scan appointment.
I still remember sitting there in immediate care and them coming back and telling me it was not a UTI because I really believed that it was. And when they told me that it wasn't, again, it was just like flashback after flashback after flashback of everything I went through before I was finally diagnosed with uterine cancer.
What do you mean you still remember? It was a week ago, Gaul. She is performing right now because she can't be serious. And why were you so sure it was a UTI? Because of your ignorant friends and a Google search?
I just kept going back and forth, like, do I want to tell you guys about this? Like, I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed, but it's also like, there are things that your body does that you are not in control over. And I know a lot of people are like, this happened to you because your weight, this is your weight's fault, this is your weight's fault. Not everything is because of my size and because of my weight. So it's hard to come on here and feel like a normal human because I get so much like, this is your fault, this is your fault. Sometimes it's just literally not my fault.
What is normal about having 10 UTIs in 1 year? And she has the audacity to say things are not her fault after ignoring bleeding for 2 years and so many other things. Like Gaul, we understand that diseases happen to everyone, but we are not going to feel sorry for someone who went into the fire by their own damn feet.
I have fully taken the responsibility of me getting uterine cancer to begin with. Like, that is completely my fault. I have had health professionals tell me, no, it isn't your fault. But it's like when you look at it and you figure out, why did I get this? It is my fault.
You were scared to go to the gynecologist because of your size. Health professionals trying to cape for you means nothing lol. And you just blamed the damn doctors, so what accountability you are talking about? You can say that all you want, but we can see how you actually feel, which is nothing is your fault really.
And I would have never gotten it if it wasn't for my size. And that's something that I hold on to all the time. The guilt that I feel about that is powerful.
Yeah, powerful guilt to her means she write about it in her journal. What have you done to make sure nothing like that happens again? You have destroyed your body even more, so where is the guilt?
That was like a big reason why I didn't want to come on here and talk about this, because so many people dismiss me and the things that I go through just automatically, like whether it's health stuff, mental health stuff, just like day-to-day life stuff. I'm just like constantly dismissed and judged because of my size.
Yes, we dismiss you partially for your size, but it is majorly because of how you are. Your lifestyle and the way you ignore your health issues are the main reasons. You still haven't follow up with your doctors after having cancer and since you moved, so why should we care again?
Like, it goes on to like simple things like Amberlynn doesn't shower because of her size, or Amberlynn doesn't walk her dog because of her size, or Amberlynn doesn't clean her house because of her size. Like, I have never given any indication. Yes, 4 years ago, for sure. 2019. Wait, that's literally 5 years now. 2019, 5 years ago, yes. Like, those things were close to virtually impossible for me at the time. Then, like, I have shown my growth.
Growth. The only growth we have seen is the horizontal one goal.
I didn't want this video to be about my weight or my size, but I think that's something that's just like really truly heavy on my mind and in my heart right now. Because no matter what I talk about, it could literally be anything, no matter what I talk about on this channel, somehow the reaction I receive is always weight-based. It's always about my size.
Yes, because it's abnormal goal. Why are you confused? Most of us will not see people who look like you and live the way you do ever in their lives. And it is not just obesity. If it was the opposite, people would still talk about it, because whether you like to admit it or not, your weight dictates 90% of your life.
That I'm super morbidly obese. I will forever be more than someone who is 500 pounds. I get it, I'm fat, I know, and it has caused me a lot of issues in my life. But instead of assuming that whatever I'm going through is because of my size, let's like figure out what the issue is first, and then we can figure that out.
How about you take your own advice and stop preaching and lecturing us about how it is not weight related when you don't even know what it is lol.
Guys, I wish I was joking when I tell you this, but the freaking CT scan weight limit was my exact weight, so they didn't want to like have me do it. So they're calling my doctor on Monday, and I'm gonna have to do it at a different place. But I just literally cannot believe that. Like, I'm so, I get it, it's my fault, but like, wow.
She is about to get into a whole rant about how the weight limit should be 1,000 pounds LOL. And here you go, but keep saying that your weight is not the issue.
My mom's taking a cigarette break with her boyfriend. We just ate at a Denny's because there's a salad that she likes here, so I was like, okay, let's do it.
This bee went and ate out after not being able to do a CT scan because she is too big.
Hey guys, welcome to a new day. Today is the day that I'm going back on Ozempic, and I know for 1,000% fact I have gained some weight, so let's see how much.
Hello, it's ready. 500.4 pounds.
She doesn't sound sad or anything. She just thinks that Ozempic is going to fix all her issues.
It's all of that at one time.
Yeah. 10 cc's or
10 cc's?
Yeah.
What, is that what it's called? cc's?
right here. Ready? Watch. You're done. You need a band-aid and a sticker?
So what's weird about that is like, I feel the liquid, it's like a,
Yeah.
but like I hear it in here, even though it's happening down here.
Yeah.
But like you don't hear it, do you?
No.
Since it's going inside of me though, I hear it.
Yeah.
She was on Ozempic before and she is acting like it's her first time LOL.
My mom has never had Chick-fil-A before, so she got a Diet Coke. She got some grilled nuggets and some fruit. I got a Diet Coke, mac and cheese, and I like their chicken wrap with the fat-free honey mustard.
Oh my god, look at their fruit.
Ooh, that does look good.
Nothing is like going out to eat after your Ozempic shot.
You guys have an awesome weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Oh my god, you guys, so I'm trying this new, what was it called? Something Summer Refresher Lemonade. All right, we're gonna do a taste test. No way. Well, those literally popped in your mouth. Like, and they have like a bunch of juice in it. Mmm. The other one I got was Pretty Boys Are Poisonous by Megan Fox. Actually, I've heard a lot about this, so I was like, I need to give it a go.
Amberlynn is the final boss of consumerism. Buying a book by Megan Fox is another level of stupid.
Let's go back.